For those of you who think you know everything about North Carolina, listen up.
The state ranks last in a recent survey, seeing as people know their own state motto.
I don't know it. Fox 46's Brett Baldeck is live right in our studio, actually, to tell us how many people have no idea what the state motto is.
Well, actually, a majority of the people have no idea what our state motto is. In fact, a survey found 87% of people in North Carolina don't know the motto, and another 84% named the same incorrect motto. But I found one group who knows all about the history behind the phrase.
The state motto was passed in Raleigh way back in 1893 and still holds meaning there today. The phrase is on the state seal, but in Latin. When translated to English, it means to be rather than to seem.
For us here in Raleigh, we're in the middle of state government, and I feel like we see it a lot.
But outside the state capital is a different story.
Do you know what the state motto is?
No.
How long have you lived here?
16 years?
Do you know what the state motto of North Carolina is?
I don't.
How long have you lived here?
20 years.
The motto, dating back more than 100 years, was created by this man, Walter Clark, who was Chief Justice of the state Supreme Court at the time. He found the Latin phrase from the Roman writer Cicero.
I love that when the bill to introduce the motto was introduced, the idea was to make sure the motto was expressive of some noble sentiment and indicative of a leading trait of the people.
And the people of North Carolina aren't the only ones unaware of their state motto.
The state motto?
No.
We're not from the state.
You know what your own state motto is?
Absolutely not.
You know what the state motto is from where you're from?
No.
From Germany.
Welcome to Charlotte. We're glad to have you. Does Germany have a motto that you're aware of?
I don't think so.
Well, the good news is they did a survey and 87% of people who live here have no idea what the state motto is. So in the survey we mentioned 84% of people named the wrong motto, and all of those people thought the official state motto was "First in Flight," which is actually a slogan that you see on our license plates, and it's used more for marketing purposes, and it's not the official state motto, but I guess you could say it's the unofficial state motto, since that's what everyone thinks it is.
Yeah.
Look, Brent, I appreciate everyone's just candid responses with you.
Can't even lie about it. I
With the
mean, you don't
camera
know.
on. So which state knew their motto the best?
So according to this survey, New Hampshire, 99% of people knew that their state motto is "Live free or die," but I have to say they did not say how many people they asked, so I don't know if they went up to one person and they got it right and said we're going to call it a day.